Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you today? It is the day after Thanksgiving here in the United States. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. How is everybody doing today? Oh, my goodness gracious. First, I'm going to say hello to the chat real quick. Those that have been here and have been waiting. We have Corey Cochran. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad that you're here. Um, and Dead Man Walking, good morning. Well, we've had a busy morning this morning. I actually was very tired. Um, well, I had a very busy day yesterday. The night before Thanksgiving, Dead Man had a late night stream, and we actually streamed to the wee hours of Thanksgiving morning. And then I stayed up and then did my 9 o'clock show on Thanksgiving, and then we went out to eat, and then we came home and I slept for maybe, oh, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, and then we had our 3 o'clock show with, Masters Maniac, and he cooked a Mexican meal that they would have typically on, Thanksgiving, and they because, they work on Thanksgiving, um, uh, they usually have their meal in the evening. So it was a lovely, lovely looking meal. And I'm actually going to try to make some of the stuff one day. But we had that show. And then I stayed a little bit, visited with a friend, played some games. And then by 9:30, I was tuckered. And I said, I'm going to bed. And so I went to bed at 9, between about 9:15 last night. And then, yeah, and then this morning happened. Oh my goodness gracious, we've got a handful of people that have just jumped on. Um, and before I answer the chat, I have got to do two things. I've got to go over and like myself on YouTube, and if you haven't liked, please do. And I also need to share it and let the Twitterverse or Xverse know that I am live. So here we go. We'll let them know that, and we'll post it. And so all that's done. Now I'm going to see who we've said hello to. Corey Cochran and Dadman. And I see Agent Atwood. Yes, who's ready for a day of hell in the retail world? Yes, I'm so sorry. It is going to be rough. I actually woke up about 2 o'clock this morning, and then I laid back in bed, and um, then I don't know, probably around 4:30. Got a little tap on the leg and says, "Do you want to go to breakfast and then go to the Lego store?" And I'm like, "Sure," because they opened up at 6 a.m. this morning. And I didn't have anything in particular I wanted to get there, um, but I like going early because where the store is located, the parking is horrible. It gets really, really busy and very hard to find a spot. So going so early in the morning, we could find a parking spot, and then I could go in there and shop around. But I'll tell you a little bit about that in a little bit. And but good luck on your day of working um, in retail. And we have Hungry Boy here. It says, hello. Hola, Mrs. Here for a bit at 1 a.m. before I fall asleep. Well, thank you so much for showing up. I know it's hard. These hours are, and no marshmallows. Hashtag no marshmallows. LOL. Um, uh, we have B from O. Good morning, Mrs. Gang. Good morning to you. I hope your day after Thanksgiving sees you well. Yes, we did go to Waffle House for breakfast this morning before we went to the Lego store, and it was delicious. I had I had a grits bowl, which is basically a bowl of grits with some cheese, some crumbled up bacon, and two sunny side. I get sunset up eggs, and then I mush it all together and I eat it, and it's really, really good. And we have Masters Maniac Mexico. Hello, Banda. Good morning to you. Hello. Uh, we had a wonderful, fun stream yesterday with Masters and all our friends that showed up and just to visit and we got to watch Masters cook a lovely, lovely Mexican meal and spend some time with him. And if you didn't see it, uh, check it out. It's at DadmanWalking55's channel. And just it was just such a lovely fun time. We made sopa, and I'm trying to remember the actual names. Um, Tortillas, homemade tortillas, which I am going to try to do, and sopa, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically the chorizo sausage with the diced potatoes and onion as a be would be a topping that you put in the um, on top of the tortillas, and a false guacamole, um, which looked lovely, and it did not have avocados in it. That's why they call it the false or fake guacamole. And that's something I'm gonna try to make too. It had used tomatoes and I think some cucumber, cilantro, uh, peppers, some peppers, a jalapeno, and I think a serrano pepper. What is that? Serrano pepper and some garlic, and it looked divine. Um, and I'm 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 going through my mind. And then they made like it was fried bananas and this glorious sauce on top of it. Um, so yeah, it all was lovely. Go over there and check it out. Um, my just my descriptions don't do it justice. The food what looked absolutely lovely. Um, we don't really have huddle houses here. They're huddle houses are kind of like Waffle House. I think I think we have one or somewhere we went to a huddle house, and I will tell you, I liked it, and they did have a lot more variety than Waffle House did. But yes, so we have gone through the chat, and so this morning, yeah, we got up and we had breakfast and we went to Waffle House, and the youngest went with us, and then we went to the Lego store. And we got there early, so we were waiting in line, and there's always, uh, on the day after Thanksgiving, they release a big, um, a big build. Last year, they, released the Eiffel Tower, and that's usually why people are in line waiting. And today was the, Avengers Tower, the Titan, I guess they call it the Titan Tower, the Avengers Tower, and it came with like 33 minifigures or something. It was humongous, and people were waiting in line for that. But that's not why I went. I don't buy the big builds there. Um, I'm not interested in in the Marvels that much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody in chat who like the old Marvels, um, old school Marvels. I know there's issues with it recently, but uh, anyway, I didn't really wasn't really interested in it. I just wanted to go earlier in the day when we could get some decent parking. But it was fun listening to them talking about some of the builds. So, but that was the big draw to Lego today, and they did have some stuff that was on sale, and for if you're Lego store insider, which you kind of it's a free thing you get in. You can get perks and stuff like that. You can get some extra points for buying certain items and stuff like that. But I have two. You can buy Lego blocks, and I have two containers that cat that you get, and you save a buck if you bring your own container in, but, they, um, they have a brick wall, and you can just pick whatever bricks they have there, and, I love going in there and doing that, and I just fill my cup up. I don't really, um sometimes there's some cool stuff there. I don't really, um, go for anything specific, but I just grab whatever's on the wall and I fill my cups up and I get some different color things. If I see something really unique, I'll put some more in. They don't seem to have their little Christmas, like for Halloween, they usually have like separate things where you can get like spiders or very Halloween looking, little things, and they're small, and I get them to fill up, like the little holes. So I got my 2 things of 2 little containers of bricks, and we found, a little, Wally and Eva brick build. I think they're called brickheads, and got that for me to, um, to build, and so I will have a little miniature Eva with my Wally. And I also found it's called, it's a bigger one. It's called, I'm grabbing it while I'm looking. What do they call it? Tranquil Garden, and it looks really, really cool. And I'll probably I'll probably do a impromptu build, and I might build that because I'm not doing the Big Ben or the Elizabeth, what they call the Elizabeth Tower, until um, Daisy or Liam can watch it. So I'll probably do an impromptu build sometime today or tomorrow, and I'll start on that Tranquil Garden. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on here. So we've had a busy morning already, and I was worried that I might not get back in time for this, but we did in plenty of time. We even got to stop at GameStop and look at the video games that were there. Um, yes, let me check up on the chat here. Uh, oh, we have a Huddle House in Palaca and in Nassau. I know I've been to them. I've been to a Huddle House. And yes, Hungry, we did miss you yesterday, and they even had some Ramstein they were singing. Okay, so it's the Avenger Tower. I see. I don't know it all. There's Teen Titans. There's the Avengers. So this was the Avengers Tower in the Marvels. So yes, you know how why I got confused because Stunning was talking about doing the Titan Tower, and my brain mushed those two together. So Lego is doing the Avenger Tower, and Stunning is designing the Titan Tower, I think. I think that's what's going on. Uh, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but the Avengers Tower is what was being sold at Lego stores this morning. It just uh, came out today. And yeah, Dadman's tuckered. He, I guess, while I was sleeping, played Fortnite last night. He's tuckered. He's tuckered. Well, yeah, we're sorry that you missed it too. Um, but you can always check the replay out. But yes, we did miss you, Hungry there. And whoa, am I? Let me Well, 68 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. I have 7 people watching and 7 likes. That's so cool. So cool. And Twitch, I have 42 followers. I've gained a follower. Yay! Um, I thank Ice Raven 11. Followed me yesterday. That is so appreciated. I am one more. one more what is it, a follower on Twitch. One more follower closer to my goal of 50. So excited about that. Thank you. And we have here, let's remove that one. We have someone, as someone who had to eat at both a ton when I did work coast to coast, Waffle House. I say Waffle House is a little better. I enjoy Waffle House. I enjoy Waffle House. Um, well, I'm so sorry. I hope today becomes a better day, and I hope we can start it off good for you today with some positivity. Like I say, this show I call my daily dose of positivity. So I hope that by the time you leave here, that you can have a little smile on your face and at least start your day on a happy note. And we have Squeaka here, and we say hello, Squeaka, hello, Squeaka. We did hang out together. The ho Yes, it did help with the prevent some of the holiday sadness. It is even though I've been married for over 20 years, I remember what it was like. I still remember what it was like to be in my heart apartment alone during the holidays, and we didn't have anything like this. And, so I'm so grateful that to have that opportunity yesterday to just visit with people and talk and just have a good time. After we ate, when we went out to eat yesterday, but yeah, we were all stuffed and in a little bit of a coma. Oh, goodness gracious. You hurt your knee and your truck broke down yesterday. Oh, that's awful. Well, I hope your knee feels better. I've twisted my knee before, and that is not fun. And I do hope you can get your truck fixed relatively easily. Um, God, yes, responding to the food coma. It took him 30 minutes of yarning on stream to get his 7 sentences together. Yeah, it took us a while to get moving and yeah, Squeaka! Squeaka! Uh, yes, at least you were home. I see your next one where you say you got home before it died. Yes, well, that's good. Um, I Yeah, better than being it stuck on the side of the road, and then you have to get a tow truck to get it sent home, and, yeah, that's you look for something positive, at least you were home when it happened. Um, I do agree with that. So we are caught up with our chat. It is 20 minutes past 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, and I was gonna think of a poll today, and, I'm going to ask. Well, I can't because we've got international people. I'm not gonna do a poll today. I really can't think of one, and, if I do, I'll put it in. Oh my goodness, you were 60 miles out when it started to act up. Oh my gosh. So that was a lot of, anxiety uh, for an hour before getting home, at least, with our speed limits. So, oh goodness. Well, I'm glad you made it home. I'm glad you made it home safe. I so am. So we are one day. So since it's about 20 minutes past the hour, I'm going to go ahead and start with our birthdays today. And I say happy, happy birthday to to everybody who was born today, November 24th. And before I start, I was told this morning by my youngest that one of their Twitch friends is their birthday today. And it's Samu's birthday. And I wish Samu a very, very happy birthday today. I hope you have many more. And I thank you so much for being a friend to Ang. And you're just such a wonderful streamer over on the Twitch side. And thank you so much. And happy birthday to you. So now we'll get to the ones on the list. I just found out this morning I would have put him on my birthday list, but he gets a special shout out. So our first person's birthday today is my list is not in order. So we're going to flip them real quick. I looked through them, and so the last one's first and the first one's that last. So we have oh no, I don't even see her name. Oh no, where is I saw her earlier, I thought. Oh, there she is. Okay. Whew, I was a little nervous. I didn't have a paper and I couldn't remember a lot about Catherine Hegel, even though I know who she is. Um, she was in Grey's Anatomy. Oh, by the way, she's 44 years old, and she was born in Washington, D.C. Wow. She played Dr. Izzy Stevens in Grey's Anatomy, and she did earn a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress. She also starred alongside Seth Rogen in the 2007 comedy Knocked Up, and she starred in the CBS drama Doubt. As a child, she appeared in a Cheerios commercial, Cheerios cereal commercial, and she has played in the films 27 Dresses, One for the Money, Life as We Know It, and she had supporting roles in such films as The Ringer and Bride of Chucky. She starred in the romantic comedy The Ugly Truth with Gerard Butler. So happy birthday, Catherine Hagel. Let's see. We have a new person that came in. Um, Angry Canadian. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, some people are not a fan, but that's okay. It's her birthday, and we can wish her happy birthday. But she did play in, as Atwood said, Jade in Bride of Chucky. Oh, I just saw that the Danish stock market went up 20 points. Is there any relation between that and you plundering the Lego store? I don't know. It might be. Maybe I just put some good mojo in there or something. I didn't buy that much. Um, but yes, yes, I will take responsibility. You're welcome in the stock market. And butterscotch candy rocks. Yes, butterscotch candy is good. I haven't had a good piece of hard butterscotch candy in a long time. I might have to I might have to get some of that. And Dad, man, uh, congratulate. Whoops, that's not it. Uh, um, congratulates Angry Canadian on his streaming anniversary. Congratulations, congratulations. Um, and yes, I was not that bad at the Lego store. I love looking, and like I say, one of the reasons I like going the day after Thanksgiving so early in the morning is not necessarily that I'm going to buy anything specific. It's because it's easier to get parking. We can park right at the front of the store, and by 7 o'clock, it's the parking lot's crowded. It's like an open uh, store concept, and it's just I don't like parking there. Um, so yes, let me check something here real quick. Uh, um, so yes, and also yes, butterscotch. It's good. I like putting butterscotch, like a butterscotch sauce, on top of my ice cream. So I'm going to get a sip of drink here real quick. My throat is a little dry this morning. So our next birthday, there is a store in. Okay, let's see here. There is a store in Frankenmuth, Michigan, that makes it look as you that makes it as you look on. It was real good. Oh, I love places like that. So, Atwood was asking, "Who's next?" Well, I'm gonna tell you who's next. Connolly is next. He's 80 years old today, and he's a Scottish actor and comedian, and he's appeared in The Last Samurai and Gulliver's Travels. He also received a BAFTA nomination for his role in Mrs. Brown, which was a really good movie. Um, and he appeared in Muppet Treasure Island. And I know I knew him before, but I love him in the Boondock Saints movies. Um, I just think he's really good as the father in that. And in the Peter Jackson Hobbit movies, he played the dwarf warrior Dane Ironfoot. So happy birthday, Mr. Connolly, today. And I went out to my local Walmart. There wasn't a big crowd. That's what a lot of people said. They don't. So hopefully, it won't be too bad there. Picked up a few things I probably could have picked up later. Went for a Matchbox bin, and nothing special in it though. You collect die-cast cars. So yeah, I think more people are doing their shopping online and getting it delivered at home. I think it's been that's been going on for a long while now, but I think since the pandemic, it's become even more so that people are just shopping online and getting stuff delivered to their home. A lot of time it's free shipping and it saves having to go out into any crowds at all. Um, our next person is Stephen Merchant. He's an English actor, screenwriter, and producer who earned 8 Primetime Emmy nominations for his contributions to the popular NBC sitcom The Office. His other television writing credits include Life's Too Short and Hello Ladies, the latter of which he also starred in. He also appeared as the character Caliban in the 2017 film Logan. Let's see. He and Ricky Gervais co-starred in extras with Ashley Jensen, and he has appeared in multiple episodes of Modern Family. So Stephen Merchant, a comedian born in England, and he's 48 years old today. Now I know all the Star Trek people will know this next person, and they will either love her or hate her character. Um, maybe even oh wait, let's see. So Billy Connolly also is the role model for the Demon Hunter, a famous German horror series called John Sinclair. The series started in Germany in the early 1880s and is still ongoing. Very interesting. Yeah, I really like Connolly. I really, really do. So this next actress, you'll either love her or hate her. She was in Star Trek. She is 65 years old today. She was born in California, and she became known for her role as Security Chief Tasa Yar on Star Trek: The Next Generation. She attended high school with fellow actress Rita Wilson, and she left after 22 episodes of Star Trek, and I remember that. And the way she died was, I don't know. I, yeah, I think they were irritated that she wanted to leave, so they made her die in a tar pit. But then she later successfully convinced them to cast her back onto the show during season three. Um, And this is something that I did not know. Her grandfather was the popular singer Bing Crosby. So today is Denise Crosby's birthday. 65 years old today. Happy birthday. Now, this next person is an author of a famous children's book, which I love reading. Oh, and she played in um, our resident horror aficionado that she played in um, Pet Cemetery. And Tasha, I had so much of a crush on her. Still hate this black blob. Yes. Oh dear. Now, Denise is okay, but being absorbed by Hershey syrup is a bit rough. Yes, yes. This was my take when it happened. I think that the writers were and the and just the people were irritated because she just wanted to leave the show. And if I recall proper, if I recall correctly, um, uh, it was she was kind of being a butt about it. So I think that I think they said, "Well, let's give her the most absurd kind of death possible." And I think that's why I think, in my personal opinion, I think that they did it because they were little cheats at her. And they said, "Well, we're gonna make her have a kind of a silly death, being absorbed by a tar pit." Um, so, yes. And the Dadman says, "Hello to everybody again, and if we're all doing well." Um And Doug was like, Yes." I really think that they were just irritated with her, but yeah, uh, so anyway, we have 68 subscribers on, YouTube. 10 people are watching, 8 people have hit the like button, so if you haven't hit that like button, I'd appreciate if you do that, it helps me out a bit, and on Twitch, we have 1 people watching, which I think is me. Hello, me on Twitch, and we have 42 followers. I'm striving to get 8 more followers on Twitch, before Monday, and I'm at 60, what did I say, 68 subscribers on YouTube, and I would like to get 7 more to get 75 by Monday. So let's see if we do it. I don't know. I pretty big goals, and it's a holiday weekend. So so we'll see. We'll see. Um, so anyway, the person's birthday today is a children's book that I loved so much. I still love it. I love watching any of the adaptations that are made of it, and it is Frances Hodgkin Burnett, and she wrote The Secret Garden, and she died October 29th, 1924. So that makes her, she was 75, 74, 74 when she passed away. I usually try to write them down on here because when I print it out, it always leaves that part out on this page. And I didn't, but I believe she was 74 years, if I did my math correctly, um, when she died. But she also wrote some other well-known works, including Little Lord Fauntleroy and A Little Princess. And she began her writing career at the age of 19, writing for magazines to support her family. So happy birthday, Frances Hodgson Burnett, who was a children's book author. And she was born in England. Now, this next person is Dan Locke. He's 41 years old. And it's been that we've had Entrepreneurship Day, and I think it was Entrepreneurship Week and stuff like that. So I thought we'd put an entrepreneur on here. And he is 41 years old. He's a Chinese Canadian business magnate and entrepreneur who is the founder and chairman of Closers.com. And this is something I think is very common with entrepreneurs, is um, that he had 13 businesses fail before he became a self-made millionaire at the age of 27 and a multimillionaire by the age of 30. So I think that big entrepreneur spirit is they keep trying and trying and trying. It's not that, they had so many failures, but they keep trying. After you know, I don't know, after 13 failed businesses, I might have just quit. But he kept going and he became a success. And his entrepreneurial spirit, oh, I said that word good, grew from being a poor immigrant boy. He was determined to get out of debt and provide for his single mom. And he quit his job as a grocery bagger and dropped out of college, um, and drove starting to um, start their own business. And he has authored a lot of best-selling books and has YouTube videos and everything like that. But Dan Locke, 41 years old today, an entrepreneur who succeeded after 13 failed businesses. And that's something we need to remember. We just need to keep going on, keep going on. So yes, uh, I love that spirit. Um, so let's see if I have any more chat to open. But yes, Dadman said 10 people are watching and 8 likes, so hit that button. I would appreciate it very, very much. It is 9:40 here on the East Coast. We've been in the stream for 40 minutes. We have 12 people watching total, and, and I've got to close my when I'm on here. My cursor uh, rests on some of my um, task things that I have on my bottom bar on my computer, and one of them is a tool where you can snip, you know, sections of your screen. And the last thing I snipped was still in the on the tool, and so every time I would hover over it, this picture would pop up on my screen over uh, the show as I'm airing, and it got distracting. And I'm like, why don't I just get rid of it, and then it'll be gone. So yes, all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on that nobody would know about, but unless you share it. So, and I shared it. So, oh well. Yes, Dan Locke's birthday is today. Our last person is Danielle Nicolette or Nicolay. I am not sure the pronunciation. 49 years old. She's a television, film, and actor, voiceover actress. She has been had recurring roles in Family Matters, Third Rock from the Sun, Heartland, and The Game. And she landed a lead role in the original comedy Born Again Virgin. And she probably is known a lot or flat on the Flash TV show is playing on that. And that and and Atwood is going to work. So he's going into hell. Gotta go. Bye, y'all. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. Stay strong. And let me know how it goes today. So goodness, I'm sorry. I think that's how most people feel if they have to work in retail today. Because unfortunately, you have this wonderful day of Thanksgiving, and then you have uh, the day after Thanksgiving, and not everybody is very, very nice on Thanksgiving, on the day after Thanksgiving when they go shopping. Um, it can be, oh, I remember one Black Friday when we went out and people were opening up. Walmart had flats in the middle of the aisles that they were opened up at certain times. This is when Walmart was 24 hours. And there were people cutting open the flat, taking the plastic off the flats and taking stuff before they were supposed to. And it was just so silly. And that's when, that was the last time I really wanted to do that. I said, I'll rather pay, I'd rather pay full price. And yes, Masters, uh, stay strong. Stay strong to Atwood. Yes, stay strong, Atwood. You can do it. And you got it. Good luck there from Dad, man. So you can do it. Yes, absolutely. So now it's time for our memes, and I thought I'd look for some Black Friday memes. And I don't know if this is necessarily a Black Friday meme, but I just thought it was so funny um, that either someone's clothing landed like that by accident or they fixed it up to um, uh, to make it look like that. I just think this one's gone. And yes, I love the mean. I love this part of the show. I love looking for them. I've got a bunch of them saved, um, and I organize them by category and oh, I'm so silly, but yeah, yeah, this was in my Black Friday meme folder, and but here we go. Here's our first meme. My pockets after I waste my money on some dumb shirt. Just like that. It's like, "Really? Really, dude? You had to buy that?" See, that would be my pockets, like, after Black Friday. You really needed that mini waffle iron, huh? Really? I know it was only $5, but do you really need it? Mm, did you really, really, really need to um, buy that? Yes, it's creepy. And this it would be even more creepy if he just tossed them down there and they look like that. I wonder if he set that up. I don't know. I don't care. They're evil pocket eyes. I could never wear those pair of pants again because they're possessed. They have a spirit in their fibers. Go black shopping, they said. Everyone's watching football, they said. Yes, you could see yes, you could see the intensity in those eyes. I mean, there I can see I mean, there's out and out scorn in those eyes. I don't know if this is necessarily true anymore. If any I'm very curious to, um, to know if, uh, people experience the crowds like this during, the day after Thanksgiving shopping. And maybe it's so kinda like at certain stores or maybe certain areas. I don't know. I don't know if this is necessarily true anymore, but I still think it's funny. I could in my memory. Yes, and Dadman said those pockets, um, look like Brack from Space Ghost. Um, I think a lot of people I think they come later in the day. It says hardly anyone's in the store, something's wrong. Um, I had the parking lots just aren't that full. I just don't think people to the, go out to the brick and mortar stores now. I agree with Masters, shopping online. They do it all online. I agree with that. I think especially after the pandemic, people just got into the habit of shopping. I used to remember doing this, and it was fun to go with the family. Um, the calm before the storm. Well, relax, get there, get your bearings and everything, and, it might be pretty consistent. When we were at the Lego store, uh, I was here they were talking, and, he said that you get your first rush at, 6 AM when the store opened because people were getting the big, uh, whatever the big set was they were selling this year. This year it was Avengers Tower, and then after that, it's kind of calm. And then he said around 7:30, the rush starts, and it does not stop until, 8 PM when they close. So, since it's only about, uh, 9, 10 o'clock, people are still kinda waking up. They might be getting breakfast, and then they'll go, and maybe later today, it might be a little rough. So, we'll see. Um, and yes, a lot of people do their big sales, the day before, the day before is not, uh, the the day after Thanksgiving is not necessarily a big deal. I've been seeing Black Friday ads all week, sales that were starting, not that, "Hey, come on Friday." It's like, "Come buy it now." So, yes, Boxing Day sales, are in, England and, other Australia, probably, and I believe that's, like, the day after Christmas, um, and ours is the day after Thanksgiving, but yes, online shopping has almost eliminated, people going to the stores. I agree with that totally. And me, these Black Friday sales are a good opportunity to buy gifts for people I love. The inner me. I need a new TV. Yeah, I don't yes, I used to I'll be honest with you, when we buy our stuff when I buy stuff for my family, it was fun to have them open up Christmas gifts when they were little, but as they got older, it was more if it was something I wanted to get them and they wanted it, I would get it for them, um, and just give it to them. We wouldn't necessarily I would do stuff throughout the year instead of just one day. And yes, a lot of people use, A lot of people use Black Friday to buy Christmas presents. Yes, and it was a big thing to go and get the kids Christmas presents. You would go when, like, Toys R Us we used to have a Toys R Us, and you could go there and and they'd have wonderful deals. So you'll buy all the stuff for, Christmas for them, and you wouldn't have to spend so much money. It's when you'd buy the big, um, sets. And I tell you, I did see somebody at the Lego store today, and they were buying Christmas presents. Um, and they basically had all their stuff on their phone, and they went to the person and said, "This," and showed it to them, and then they would go get it, and they had a big old pile of stuff, and I think that that was their Christmas presents this year. So if you're conflicted about your something, does that mean you're at war with your inner me? With your inner oh, enemy, enemy. Oh, you are that was so punny. Bye, Atwood. Embrace the calm for right now. And we have words and pictures. Hello, words and pictures. I'm so glad you're here today. Happy day after Thanksgiving here in the United States. Uh, I guess everywhere it's happy day after America Thanksgiving. So yes, we're having showing some Black Friday memes, um, and it's a little different. If you're going Black Friday shopping, please be a decent human being. Turn your phone horizontal before recording fights. Thank you. Yes, let's turn them horizontal so we can get more of the view of the action. More of the view of the action. People must learn to do that. And it's so hard now because, you learn to do that, but now with to do the shorts for YouTube, you have to turn it vertical so that it be up and down, and, poor dad, man, he has such a hard time with that. Um, he never knows which way to put the camera when we're doing videos. And we got a howdy and a, Nadio to Atwood and, black hoodie memes, yes, yes. Let the fights commence. I don't think there's that many great deals anymore. Oh, oh, Hungry doesn't like vertical shorts. I'm sorry. I think they're kinda cool. I like doing them. And, yes, this is me with anything that's on sale or anything I see, um um, like at the thrift store. "No, I don't know what it is. Who cares? It was on sale," or "It was a good price," or "I found it at Goodwill. I found it at the thrift store." I have bought things that I really weren't sure what they were, but they looked cool, and I thought I could figure it out. Yes, Kermit had a black hoodie. Yes, he did. And, yes, you do rel I am Dad Man's IT department. Um, and, Words and Pictures says, "In Britain, the shopping centers are empty. The deals used to be good. Today, the deals can often be misleading and not worth the effort." Yes. And another big thing that's frustrating is that they would have all these deals. I mean, I remember we'd get the paper on Wednesday, or and they would have the deals, all the ads, and you'd pull out all the ads, and you would look at 'em. Maybe we got the third maybe they had a paper on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. And you'd get all the ads out, and you'd look at them, and you'd figure out what you wanted and this or that. But then sometimes you would go to the store, and they'd have 1. And it was sold, and you're like, "Yeah, okay, so I guess you really did have your ad, but you it still was kinda just misleading." But, yeah, and like Devin said, the same here, same here. So, yeah, I, I kinda miss, like, being with the family on, Black Friday, and doing stuff with, like, my sisters and things, but I don't either. I'm kinda glad they have online shopping now because I really do like doing that. Like I say, I like going to the, I don't go to the Lego store that often. Usually, if I see something that I really want, or like, I like going the day after Thanksgiving because they always have a little free thing that they give if you're a member, a Lego store insider or Lego insider or whatever they call their membership thing, their little clubby thing. And, this year we got a snowman, a little they're just little builds, they're nothing fancy. Just this little build, and, uh, we split our purchases, so I bought some and then Dad had bought some, and, I thought we'd only get 1 snowman. I didn't care, we did it because we were, just putting on different cards, and we got 2 snowmen, so I'll have a little snow village. Uh, let's see what this is. Ma'am, Mrs. Deadman, if you are a whole ID department, build a union and grow your boss for more money and holidays and gratifications and happy Black Friday, boss, Dadman walking. Yes, I'm going to have a union. It is the D D M M D M W I T Department Union, with a member of 1, and I will pick it. I am going to strike. I'm going to strike for more benefits. Well, let's see, I have a roof over my head, I have good health insurance, I have, food, I have what pretty much whatever I wanna buy, I'll buy. I think I got some pretty good benefits here. I don't think I need to worry about it. Um, so I think I got a pretty good boss in Dad Man Walking. So, yes. It is 58 minutes past the hour. It's 9:58 here on the East Coast. We have 10 people still watching on YouTube. We have 8 likes. Um, I'm sorry. And we have 42 followers on Twitch. Thank you guys all so much. The last follower we got was yesterday, and Dad Man says that he is the benefits, LOL. Yeah, okay. You can be the benefits. If it makes you feel good. No, no. We've been married, oh gosh, it's a number, over 20 years. Let's see, 26 years? Am I correct, Dad Man? Tw This January, yeah, I think it'll be 20. Is it 27 years or I thought it'd be 27 years in January. Anyway, 27 what anyway, over 25 years. Um, and, it's been pretty good. Oh, don't make me do math. Oh, I'm horrible at numbers. Um, you will learn really, really fast, masters, that I am not a number person. I don't remember birthdays, anniversaries, anything. I just don't remember them. I have to ask Dad Man all the time. Now he remembers, um, he remembers numbers and dates almost creepily. I mean, so, just he can remember things that happened and 3 years ago, and he's like, "Do you remember?" And I'm like, "No. No, I don't." So, yes, not good with them at all. And words and pictures of specific shopping places here still get busy to their cultural history. Oxford Street here is, is that the same in America? Maybe Macy's? I am sure, and that's what I was kind of, thinking when, uh, that I think that maybe, um, in bigger cities, there might be a little more, um, certain stores there might be, uh, but there's not really the anymore where we're at, it seems that mad rush that to get there when the store opens, to get the deal, to, get that TV, to get, that game for the kids, to ride that bike. I mean, we went to GameStop, and I remember GameStop if you don't know, sells the video games for the most part, and, some of the paraphernalia stuff and the little tchotchkes and things like that. Um, and I remember when GameStop used to be busy on the day after Thanksgiving, and we first went to Lego store, and, we got our stuff there. Then we said, "Well, we'll just stop at GameStop," and wanted to look for a video game. A specific video game, and I like getting their blind bags where you open them and you see what you get. I'm trying to collect all the, little keychains for Spy Family, which is Spy X Family, which is, an anime, manga and anime series that I follow. And then I saw these really cute ones that came what looked like a Chinese takeout box, and they're called squishy sushi, and they weren't that expensive, and, so I got them, and they're really cute. They come with 3 little squishy sushis, and you get a itty bitty little set of chopsticks that go with them. It just was really cute, and so I got them also because don't have enough little tchotchke stuff in my house. So, yes. Well, Hungry Boy, thank you for hanging out with us this hour, and you have a wonderful, wonderful sleep, a wonderful sleep. And yes, it's because he's a cow. It's how his brain works, and he should remember. Um, he should remember that stuff. So yes, and, oh, he should remember numbers, unless he's not cleaning the book for Meyer Lansky's grandson. We have a lot of sleep wells, and you are so very welcome. If sushi is squishy, don't eat it exactly. I would not do real sushi like that, but these are really kind of cute little. You can hang them off of keychains or things like that. They're just they're really adorable. Um, yeah, like I really needed them. I don't know why. I don't know why, but yep. So. Uh, we are now time to do what to celebrate. It's 4 minutes past the hour. We've been on here for an hour and 4 minutes. Um, yeah, they're called they're they're called Soy Prize, Soyprise, and they're to kind of describe uh, the they're they have different ones, and they're just little key things, and some of like, they have one that has salmon on top of it, and it has the rice and the salmon, and I tell you, texturally wise, it feels pretty authentic, but, obviously it's not, but they're just very, tactile. And I could play with just play with it. Just hold it and fidget with it, while I'm doing something, very, very easily. Um, so, yeah, they're silly. They're silly. And, I think some of these were I don't know where that comment is. I was looking for a comment to see if oh, I didn't put this one in. This I should have put this. Dadman is the Bennies. Yes, he's my benefits. Not Bennies and the Jets. Bennies, Bennies, Bennies and the Jets. Sorry. Um, I think I missed a comment. Oh, are you talking about clearing out the malls by putting mice? Mice? And Squigga says that would work. And well, we know the power of mice. Okay. Sorry, I had to try to figure out the order of the comments. So, okay, yes, I got it right. Okay. Excellent. Sometimes it can be very interesting. We still have 11 people watching. Thank you so much. And those that are lurking out there, thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate even you. I know sometimes it's easier that way, and I understand totally. So today is November 24th, and what do we celebrate today? There was a bunch of things, and I was going to do them all, and I said, I'm not. I cut it down. So these are the ones I chose today. We have Maize Day. Uh, Maize, which a lot of times we know of as corn, um, has a very long, long history. And through legends that we have heard and talk about, the Native Americans believe that it was the food of the gods that had created the earth, and it played a central role in many Native myths and legends. It also came to be one of their most important foods. In one form or another, maize made up roughly 65% of the Native American diet. In fact, maize was so important to the natives that when the Europeans first came to North America in search of gold, they asked about whether there was any precious yellow substance to be found there, and the natives showed them corn because to them there was nothing more valuable than corn. And the European settlers brought their own grains with them, oat and barley, but they did not grow very well here, so they started using corn. They began grinding corn kernels to make meal that was later used to make bread. Um, they found that the different parts of the plant had a number of useful uh, uh, byproducts and purposes. They used the cobs to start fires and to fuel slow burning fires. They used its stalk and leaves to feed livestock. They used the husks to make brooms and chair bottoms, as well as to pad mattresses and the collars for draft animals. So they literally used every bit of the plant. Maize was the first ever crop to be domesticated by Native Americans, and this impressive crop is now used in numerous types of food, including corn, chewing gum, cornflakes, bread, and popcorn. Maize is almost universally used as one of the main ingredients of feed for cows and horses. Feed maize, in quotes, is being used increasingly for heating. They have special stoves that can burn the corn. How can you celebrate Maize Day? Um, it says you gather friends and family to eat a special meal made from different types of maize in different forms and added to all different types of dishes. The possibilities are almost infinite. Maize silage, maize fermented, makes an excellent, nutritious animal feed. Absolutely. I think if I can find I think I have some corn flour. I think I'm going to try to make some homemade, even though we have some store-bought ones, make some homemade tortillas today. I have to look and see if where I put that flour. I put it somewhere safe, and when I find it, I'm going to do that. There is also a corn, like in Asia, a corn drink you can make. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Sweet creamy corn drink. Yes, and it uses corn, water, and milk. And I've heard that it is very good. And according to this recipe, well, if we can get to it, because they have like a gazillion stories before you actually get to the recipe. Um, you have 2 ears of corn, water, and 2 cups of milk, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. You take the kernels off, and then you um, put them in a small pot. You bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat. You add the sugar. You simmer. You don't want to cook off the liquid. And after 10 minutes, you let it cool enough to the touch, and then you add the corn and the cooking liquid to a blender. You puree it, add the milk and blend it, and then you strain it, and then you drink it. Or you don't have to strain it, and you have this wonderful warm corn, corny, corny drink. Mm, that sounds very good. So there's so much you can do with corn or maize. It's amazing. So sorry for that dad man pun. And then we have National Flossing Day. And my dentist used to tell me you only floss the teeth you want to keep. And I am horrible at flossing my teeth, but I do know the importance of it. And today, National Flossing Day exists to remind you of your oral health in general, but flossing in particular, because that's the thing that we're most likely to overlook. Admit it, we all forget it, or just refuse to do it. And this day started in the year 2000, so it's 23 years old. And dental floss has been available since the 1890s. And when ironically, when Johnson and Johnson's developed the first patented dental floss in 1898, toothbrushes were really delicious. No, it is not the dance. No. And and when I put this in, I thought people are going to think of the dance. No, no, no. Originally, floss was made from thin silk thread. But by the end of World War II, nylon had become prevalent. When it while it did take about 102 years to come up with such a day as National Flossing Day, you shouldn't really overlook your oral hygiene for that long. If you did, you'd lose all of your teeth long before that. Ha ha ha. So remember to brush and floss your teeth, especially on today, National Flossing Day. Don't make this your once a year, oh, I must brush my teeth. No, brush your teeth every day, at least at least twice a day, morning and night. You should. National Flossing Day only exists to enrich dentists. No, you want if you don't floss your teeth, you enrich dentists because then they get to fill your cavities and then they get to charge you more money. I don't mind going. We go to the dentist. Um, well, my daughter is one, so go ahead. We go to the dentist every 6 months, and, it's not that expensive, but then when you have a little cavity or you have to deal with something, and boy, does it gets expensive, so I try to floss my teeth every day so that I don't have to get fillings. But but yes, National Flossing Day. Our next day is Your Welcome Giving Day. Yes. The dental floss is cheaper than the dental work, even with insurance. Exactly. Exactly. And not everybody has dental insurance. So this day is Your Welcome Giving Day. After Thanksgiving comes another day that reminds us that we not only should be thankful for what we receive, we should also be gracious when being thanked by those that we give to. Your Welcome Giving Day comes on the day after Thanksgiving and teaches us to pair humility with the lessons of gratitude from the day before. So, we're reminded to be thankful for stuff, but I tell you something, when somebody thanks, a lot of times when you get thanked for doing something, you're like, oh, it was nothing. No, no, no. Instead of accepting that, thank you. And this day is to help you remember to be thankful when someone gives you a compliment, or thanks us for something. To say you're welcome and not to say, oh, it was no big deal. No, say you're welcome. And that's basically what this day is about. And people that are grateful often forget how to receive uh, thanks. And this day is to remind us that we need to receive thanks as easily as we give thanks. So that is your Welcome Giving Day. Well, thank you for participating in the chat some, and thank you for lurking. And yes, have a wonderful flossing day. Floss your teeth before you start doing what you're going to do, and then floss them before you go to bed. Our next day is National Sardines Day. And many people think sardines and anchovies are the same, and they are not the same. Sardines originally got their name from the Mediterranean island of Sardinia. The English got this term from the Grecian history, where the word was used to describe the red color of the fish and the region of the sea where they were popular, popularized. Thank you. And sardines have a lot of nutrition packed into them. Um, they have B12, and omega fatty acids. So those are good for us. And because of the nutrients and how easy it was to package and ship them, it became an important trade item in the region for centuries. I remember my dad loved sardines and my mom loved sardines, and they would get a can of sardines and peel the lid back, and then they would have them on crackers. They a lot of times got them in a mustard sauce. But sardines are used in many dishes and are closely related to the anchovies that are served with Caesar salad and as a base flavor in Worcestershire sauce. They are also one of the main ingredients in gentleman's relish, a popular sardine-based spread used in England for many dishes or just served up on buttered bread. I have seen some recipes in some cookbooks where they just just cook the sardines like regular fish, and have sardines. These sardines are much bigger than the ones that are in the cans. But yes, today is National Sardines Day. Celebrate by going to buy a thing of sardines and enjoying them. You might just like them. A lot of people stay away from them because they're afraid of them. Oh, yeah, sardines and tomato sauce. Oh, I bet that is so good. Yes, and smoked sardines. I ate sardines as a kid because my dad would eat them, and he would always, you know, if we were around, we would ask for one, and so we'd get a sardine on a saltine cracker, and we would eat it. It was really good. It was really good, and it's a good food that you can store because they're in the cans and they're already processed. So, you know, good food, good to me, it'd be good travel food, good camping food, but sardines, National Sardine Day, go try some sardines. You just might like them. And then we have National Day of Listening. And is a very poignant day for me. Well, just in general, it's just poignant because it is for me because I look back and wish that I had recorded stories that my dad would tell, or my grandmother would tell, or my grandfather would tell, so that we would have them. And that's what this day is all about, sharing your moments with others and uncovering the unique chapters of their life and connecting through the tapestry of lived experiences. I just love that little something. And it asks, were there ever people in your life that you wanted to know about but never got the chance to? Day of Listening is all about giving the time for other people to share stories about themselves. Part of our humanity is about stories and being able to understand one another, and this day allows people to do just that. I just know I know bits and pieces of stories. I'm not sure how much of it is me remembering correctly, because a lot of them I heard as a child. Um, but some of the stuff was kind of backed up by other things that happened later. I wish we had them documented, where we could remember them. But go to someone, a loved one, if you would love to learn more about them and listen to their stories and their lives. I'm sure there is some amazing things, even with your friends, that is going on, and learn something new. Learn something new. Absolutely. Our next day is Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. Everyone has something special that they excel at. Whether it's a knack for cooking, a love for singing, or an eye for design, we all have remarkable talents that are unique to us. And there needs to be a time to celebrate those talents, not just for the world, but for ourselves. Can you whistle through your nose? How about balancing an apple on your chin? Can you say the alphabet backwards while belching? It doesn't matter what your special talent is. Celebrate your unique talent day is your chance to shine. So if you don't think you have a talent, look deep within, and I'm sure you will find out um, that you do. And today is that day to find your unique talent and share it with the world. I don't know if I belched the alphabet backwards. I don't know if I necessarily would want to share that with the world, but if you're comfy with it, go right ahead. Record yourself doing your particular talent and showcase it in a YouTube video, or just share it with your friends and family who perhaps have never seen this talent in action. If it's a kind of talent that can be shared, such as a physical art, use it to create gifts for friends and coworkers. Who doesn't appreciate someone who can do amazing things with paper clips and straws? Celebrate your uniqueness on Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. Exactly about the National Day of Listening. Um, Masters says that way your memories are conserved within you and your children in the form of your experiences that you will pass on to them and they to their kids. It's a circle of life. Exactly. I have shared some of the stories about my parents to my kids, and I hope that they can remember them to share them and maybe learn some stuff from them. Um, and yes, I think it's important to have that. So those of you out in the chat, I think I know some of your unique talents, but if you have a unique talent out there, share it today so that we all can learn about it. We've already talked a little bit about Black Friday, so I'm not going to go a lot into it. The term Black Friday originally started as a financial term. It what meant that when the accountants of the stores it was a day for them to take their loss, which is written in red, and a ledger and changing it to black and having these when they're making a profit and having these big sales and everything allowed them to change from being in a deficit to being in a profit. And that's why they originally was called Black Friday. So um, now the term is just referred to as the day. It's people don't know the meaning where it came from, the history of it. But yes, it's a day to go and get some great deals um, out at the stores. And that's like I say, I think that's changing a little bit. I think a lot of it is online now. And they've changed it and they've started moving it back, and we joked last year. I mean, Black Friday like started on the Monday before Thanksgiving or the weekend before Thanksgiving or, the Thursday before Thanksgiving. And we joked that pretty soon Black Friday will extend all the way to July 4th. And then have all the sales until then. It just kind of got absurd, and Black Friday really isn't as big of a thing as it used to be. No, I love this day, and it'd be really interesting to to try to do this. Buy Nothing Day. It's not a anti Black Friday day at all. This is a day that it says to try to to have one day where you buy nothing. You don't buy a cup of coffee, you don't buy gas, you don't go to the grocery store and buy anything, you don't buy anything online, you buy nothing. And I love this. When was the last time you went a whole day without buying anything? In this day and age, it is actually possible. Is it actually possible to buy nothing for 24 hours? Supporters of Buy Nothing Day think it is. Buy Nothing Day is a protest against the consumerism the organizers felt was necessary in our world, governed by the need to have things. I have just got to have that, and I have got to have that now. I know that, at least in America, we have, um, I think we have become a very, I want it and I want it now, society. We don't want to wait to get something. We don't want we can just put it on the card. We don't have to worry about it until next month. Very, very instant gratification. That's the word I was looking for. And this might be harder than I think. It was founded by a Canadian from Vancouver, Ted Dave, in 1992. And like I said, the reason was just was against consumerism, and they did pick the day after um, Thanksgiving because it was, I don't know if it still is, one of the biggest shopping days of the year. And just for people to think, do I have to buy this to spend the whole? No, it's fairly easy for me to not spend anything because I just call my husband and say, "Hey, can you go buy me a drink?" So I'm technically not really buying anything all day, but that's not the spirit of what this means. So, yep, I cannot celebrate this day today. We went to Legos and bought some stuff at 6 a.m. this morning, and we ate breakfast out. So, well, tomorrow you need to let us know if you actually uh, survived and bought nothing today. Like I say, I do it fairly easily because I don't go out a lot, but I do find it easy to go onto online and buy stuff. And I think that's another thing. It'd be good to kind of do this every once in a while to just reprogram your brain because it's so easy. You just click a button, and you get something delivered to your door all the time. And just to kind of tone it back, we used to have to wait and save up the money and make sure we had the cash to go and get something. And now we don't have to do that. So that would be a good test to help. Um, well, those are important. Yeah, you cannot put that off. You can't put that off. So not today. Well, maybe another day. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to truly do the spirit of a buy nothing day, and that means I can't ask my husband to bring me home a drink for me or anything like that because I think that kind of breaks the spirit of the intention of Buy Nothing Day. So those are our days today that we celebrated. We have there's quite a few more I had printed out, but I just didn't put them on because I figured people would still be kind of tired after yesterday and um, wasn't going to have to hear about every holiday there is, and I'll save some for next year. So, it is now 35 minutes past the hour. We have 8 people watching us on YouTube now, 9 likes. Thank you very much for that. And we have 1 person, me, on Twitch. Hey, me on Twitch. I'm waving to myself. And we have 42 followers. So I thank you all so much for watching today. Uh, we are now at the part of the show where I call my shameless promotions. I will um, I will now commence with the ads. Oh, that that's a loophole. Actually, I could just go, "Oh, I'm so thirsty. I wish I could have a drink. Hang, why don't you ask your dad to get you a drink? Oh, I'm so thirsty." And just kinda sigh a lot. And so I'm not really asking them to buy me a drink, but then they ask their dad to buy me a drink. That could work. I have to get my acting on for that. Yes, we'll see if it works. Well, as I said, now is the time for the shameless promotion aspect of my show. And first off, I'm going to let you know uh, what what programs I have. I have my morning musings with Mrs. Deadman Walking every morning, daily at 9 a.m. on YouTube and Twitch. We do what we have just done. We talk about stuff. I just kind of ramble about some thoughts that are in my head. And today it was Legos and shopping and Waffle House. And the day after Thanksgiving. Other days it will be other things, obviously. And then we talk about celebrity birthdays and anybody that I know that has a birthday. I wish them a happy birthday. And then we share some funny memes. Some of them hit a little too close to home, like Kermit the Frog today. Yeah, I didn't go shopping for anybody today. I shopped solely for myself. I listened to my inner me. And then we talk about celebrations and different things that are going on today if you would like to acknowledge them. So, yes, that's our show, and it lasts anywhere from an hour and 15 to an hour and a half is probably about where it goes. Sometimes they run a little longer, like today, because I guess I'm particularly chatty, and my chat is participating. So how much the chat participates kind of um, helps with the show. Uh, but yes, oh, Dad Man says that happens a lot. Ang asking Dad to get drinks for us. So I have beat the loophole. I do not have any specific builds scheduled for Monday or Wednesday next week, but I do have impromptu builds, and it's blocking out the boredom. I'm bored, so let's build something. And I will announce when I do those on X or Twitter at mdadmanwalking. Um, and they could be anytime. I might do one later today. I got that new Lego set. I'm kind of excited about opening it up and looking at it and putting it together. It looks really, really good and really fun. I might do it tomorrow. Um, but like I say, not I'm not scheduling anything in particular. And when I do get it scheduled, I will post it on Twitter, or X as it is affectionately known now. Also, on Tuesday, December 5th, Dadman is having his 500 subscribers celebration. I'm so excited and so proud of him that he has achieved this goal within a year. Um, Congratulations. Um, and that will be on YouTube at Dadman Walking's channel, Tuesday, December 5th at 8 p.m. And yeah, Dadman said Aang asked him for drinks happens a lot. And Masters says, I know, Dadman, I am a father and husband too. Yes. Yes, and sometimes I feel like a walking wallet. Yeah, I know, and sometimes I feel bad. I feel bad about asking, Deadman to do that, but I'm at home and he is not, so I do ask. And you are very welcome. You are very welcome. Thank you for participating. I appreciate that so much. Um, and they have only 6 days until you officially start, the Christmas season. We everybody decides different times when they start theirs. Some people wait until like Dad Man does when Santa Claus is at the end of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Some people do it the day after Thanksgiving. Some people wait till the 1st of December to start their official season. But yes, whenever anybody does, it's going to be a fun time. And I also would like to make my channel self-sustaining. I don't want to have to dip into Dad Man's wallet to buy things that I need for the channel. Um, I would like to get some better headphones. I would like to get uh, another camera set up so that when I do my Lego builds, you could see the instructions better than the way you can now. There's some things I would love to do to improve. I would like to do some cooking, which involves a different setup, and so I need a little bit some different equipment to be able to do that effectively. But all that I do not want to take out of our budget. That's something I would like to make self-sustaining. So if you would like to support me through Ko-fi, through donations, you can do daily, you can do monthly. It would be greatly appreciated. Um, I want to keep doing this. It is so much fun, and I will keep doing it. But I would like to make it such a good experience for you guys to watch also. Um, and and I can only do that if I can get uh, some good equipment to do that with. I'm slowly building it up, so I am excited about that, and I just only want to get back to improve. So I thank you all for that, and I also have a throne. It's a wish list that is guarantees your privacy and my privacy in giving and receiving. I have sent people gifts through Throne, and I have received gifts through Throne, and it has been a very, very easy experience to do. So you can go over to my throne, Mrs.DadmanWalking55, no punctuation in there at all, and kind of see what I like. I do have some streaming stuff. Some of it is my wish, like my ultimate thing I would like to have. Um, so some of it is our dreams, but I figure, hey, put them on there. Maybe someone will crowdfund them, and I'll be able to get them. So we'll see. But yes, my wish list on Throne. And I would like to thank Daisy and Liam for the wonderful gifts that I've received from them. I received this Elizabeth Tower here. I do actually have it in my possession, and I'm waiting to find a time when I can build it when they can be able to be in the stream in the chat while I am building it. I'm still waiting for Stonehenge to show up. That one is going to be very, very cool also. I have my live streams and VODs. They're on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube is Mrs.DadmanWalking55. Twitch is Mrs. Dadman Walking. I also try to post reminder tweets for all my shows on X or Twitter at mdadmanwalking. And this is also where you'll find any streams that I do impromptu. I will post them uh, on X to give you try to at least give you at least 30 minutes notice before I do any of my streams. So that is the end of my stream today. It is 45 minutes past the hour, and we have kept 9 people watching, and we have 10 likes. Thank you guys so much. And yes, that whoops, let me go to the right one. I do that. I am really looking forward to building that, but, I have to wait, to, I have to wait to do it, and it's driving me crazy. Check the models of pet okay, okay, I will. Um, yeah, I was hearing them talk today at the Lego store about, that, they have to sacrifice, all this other stuff because they have to spend all this money on Legos, not to well, I have got a lot of really cool builds, uh, that have been extremely enjoyable, and some of them, I think, kind of detailed and unique that I couldn't you ca I'll never get at Lego, and I would never be able to afford them at Lego. So, yeah, I love looking and finding new places to find building blocks. And you are welcome very much, Words and Pictures. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you could stop by today. I thank you, and I thank everyone in my chat today for showing up the day after Thanksgiving to listen to me ramble and share some stuff and just enjoy time with you guys. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, thank you. And on that note, I'm going to say, see you next time, okay? And remember to be kind and to show love. And remember, you are not promised tomorrow. And to go to bed each night with no regrets. And I wish you all peace. Love y'all. Bye. And I'll see you next time.